It's a terrain track on Halo 5. Like I said, very unorthodox setup, and I love the way it's built, the way it runs. It's a very, very cool track. That's all I'm going to say. I'd say it's one of the more unique setups for a track layout that I've seen in this game, and it's very fun to run. Starting lineup, we have Sock, Luke, is that Armada? Yeah, that's Armada. Let's make sure. That's probably Storm. Yes, that's Storm. And then we have, I'm assuming this is Cookie, Decoy, and then Savage. I would assume that's, yep, I'm right. Am I right? Yeah, I'm right. Yeah, I'm right. Alright, so, let's watch this start from Storm's perspective. We're going to start at 3850 here. Fast forward a little bit. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to go at 3850. And we're green. Oh, man. Inside line was kind of a slow start. Oh, whoa, everybody's getting cheesed. Oh, Decoy. He's going to go two-wheeling off the rip there. Sucks for him. Storm, who I'm following, does not get a very good start. Armada's in second and Cookie's in third. They both started more towards the middle and back, so very good start for them. Luke's currently in the lead. Whoa, Decoy. Absolutely cheesing himself. I'm not exactly sure what happened there. Here's Sock. Started on pole. He's down to fourth, so I would say not a very good start for him, considering he went from first to fourth. Storm in fifth. He started middle pack. I mean, that's kind of decent for him. He's going to have to work to get a better finish, though, but he's pretty decent on this track. I wouldn't be surprised if he could pull it off. And here's Sock trying to make a move on Cookie. Can he? Oh, he goes for the crossover. I don't know if that was the right place to do it. It looks like he tries to do it again, but Cookie has a solid run through that corner, and he is going to hold on to that position. Luke's still in the lead. Mata in second, which is who I want to go on. I believe Savage is in last. And running through here. Oh, Luke gets loose, goes down. Armada hits him. Cookie's going to try to go for the lead on Armada, but whoa, and then Sock hits Luke off the track as well, and then re-enters. Watch this from Luke's perspective, because it's actually pretty funny. Hope Armada's in the stream, because he'll lol at this. But here we're going to watch a replay. Got loose, gets into the block, but then gets hit by one driver, gets hit by another twice, and then ran off the track by that same driver as well. And that is why he gets all the way back to Luke's in fifth now. So he's going to have the lead in one corner, goes down to fifth, and now he's going to have to work his way back up to the lead. Sock and Storm are battling very, very aggressively at this point. Luke takes advantage of that. He's going to pass Storm, and now he's going to start trying to work on Sock. But it looks like he's clear of Storm at this point. Storm makes a solid crossover, I gotta admit. Get any ground on Luke, even though that was a great move. I seriously gotta admit that was a really good move out of Storm right there. Savage kills himself. He's gonna get last. Armada's currently in the lead. He's opened up quite a bit of a lead, as you can see there on Cookie. And then Luke was way inside. Storm does as well. They both gained a lot on Sock right there, but both not able to make a move. Let's line from the rest of them here. Let's see if he can make a move. Downhill corner. Not able to do it. Oh, he goes a little too far inside, but no, recovers a little bit. Not too bad. Armada lead. Cookie's still in second. Sock's still in third. Luke in fourth. God. My nose is annoying. I hate being sick. Well, not sick, but allergies. So annoying. Here we have Luke trying to gain on Sock. Definitely gonna have to get by him if he wants to make another gambit for the lead. Cookie getting very loose, as you can see, trying to gain on Armada. He gets super loose and is not able to gain on him. Cookie's not known for being good at not GP tracks, but he is definitely making an effort here on Wildwood. Oh, Cookie goes super wide, and Sock's going to gain a lot on him, and now Sock's going to try to make a move on Cookie, and Armada has pretty much run away with the lead at this point in time. Sock cuts way inside, very loose. Trying to gain on Cookie in second. I think a lot is going to be decided in this corner right here. Sock gets pretty loose. Let's see if any moves can be made. Luke goes way to the inside, but not able to make any move yet. Like I said, let's watch out for this downhill corner. If any moves are going to be made, I'm guessing it's going to happen. Sock goes way too inside, and there it is. Luke's going to pass Sock because he goes way too inside, kind of overcompensates to block, and ends up screwing himself. Now Luke's going to take that third place position and start working on Cookie, and Sock gets way too close to Luke, ends up going down a little bit, Storm's way out of the picture too, and that is going to throw Sock down, and now it's pretty much between this top three, which Cookie at this point is gaining on Armada, it looks like. Armada had a pretty huge gap, but it looks like Cookie's gaining on him at least a little bit. Watch Armada here. Oh, Armada spins! Oh, Cookie's not able to make a move, but he gains a ton, and he's definitely going to be trying to pass him. Now there's this glitch. Some players have radar and some players don't, and you even notice that in theater. I wonder why that is. But anyways, here we go in the downhill corner, the corner where I'm saying, like, this is the corner, honestly, where most of the moves are going to be made. It's either going to be this corner or the hairpin. The hairpin's very hard to pass in, though. So I'm guessing that if passes are going to be made, it's going to be made in that downhill corner, because that is the corner with the biggest skill gap in this track. That is the corner where you can gain the most time, guaranteed. I just know that because of the way it's designed. Absolutely the corner where you can make the most moves. So in this battle, for the future laps here, I would recommend watching out for that corner. This hairpin is pretty important too, but it's easy to wreck going into it, and that's how you can make moves, but you can't really make passing moves going into that hairpin. It's very difficult to make passes, just because of the way the hairpin is designed. See if Cookie can do anything on Armada here. No, they both run kind of similar lines. Armada got a little bit loose, a little bit looser that time. I think Cookie might be able to make some gains, but he's not really able to yet. Oh, Luke's gunning hard now. He is right in this podium battle. Definitely not out of it yet, even after having that huge wreck. But Armada's won, I mean, along with Detail getting his first date, I don't think I have Detail's first one bookmarked. I hope he does. That pisses me off. I really wanted to show that race, because that race kind of made me happy. Anyways, what I'm getting at here, Armada and Detail and Luke, the HRL crew, essentially, have all had very successful seasons in FRL. And even with Launch joining in, too, like, the HRL crew has been very, very competitive in this league, and has actually won. If I had to make a percentage up off the top of my head, it's probably like 70 to 80% of the races. If I had to make up a random number, that is the random number I would give you. Oh, Luke's getting very close on Cookie now. Let's go to his perspective, because this battle is getting tight. But yeah, I can't give you an exact number, but I would definitely say the HRL drivers, Team HRL has probably won, not probably, they've definitely won the majority of the races. Couldn't give you an exact percentage, but for the most part, it's been them. Cookie, when it comes to FRL drivers, did Decoy win? No, Decoy did not win that race. Never mind. Yeah, no, I think Cookie has only won twice. I think this is how it goes. I think Luke has won 1, 2, 3. Luke's won 5 races. Armada and Cookie have won 2. Oh, there it is! Let me go back. That was the move. Oh my god. I'm sorry I was discussing the league instead of talking about the race, but here between Luke and Cookie has been brewing. Luke had a very rough hairpin, but then Cookie hits that tire, It allows Luke to gain, and here's the corner I'm talking about. This is the corner where gains are made. Look at how much time Luke gains on Cookie in that corner, and he's going to come, and he's right behind Cookie at this point. So let's analyze what happens here, because this is a very interesting pass. I really wanted to go over this one. So Luke is going to hit the far inside, and Cookie's going to enter the corner a little bit wider. Now let's watch what happens here. See, Luke's going to dive inside. Cookie enters very wide. Cookie comes to basically like a complete stop right there, like mid-corner. And Luke's just diving in. He hits Cookie while Cookie's in the mid-stop, and it ends up spinning Cookie off to the side, gets him into the tire barrier, and Luke's able to go just around the outside and make the pass. Let's watch that one more time, because that's a very interesting. You don't see passes like that in any Halo game but Halo 5. And I think passes like that are very interesting. Analyze this again. Something like this kind of happened on Mirabella's. Yeah, you see what I mean? Cookie enters wide, and he comes to almost a complete stop, and Luke was just ripping through the corner, and it ends up hitting him. And look at the gap now. I mean, Cookie's got, it's a huge gap between him and Luke. It's now between Luke and Armada for this race. And here we have the battle for fourth, by the way, between Storm and Sock. That's a pretty good one. But more importantly, battle for the win between Armada and Luke. Two drivers with the most wins at this point in the points battles as well. Very big battle between these two here. But like I was saying earlier, Luke's won 5 races, Armada's won 2, Cookie's won 2, Details won 1, and Slaunch has won 1. So that's... Actually, holy crap, I was off by my percentage. It's higher, I think. 5, 2, 2... Wait, no. 5, 2, 1, 1. So that's 9 out of 11. Oh, no. Actually, I'm pretty close. Hold on. Gotta break out the graphing calculator here. Why do I have this thing in my room all the time? Okay, never mind. My percentage was actually just about exactly right. Team HRL has won 81%. Actually 82% if you want to round up, of the races so far at FRL this season. That's pretty insane. Anyways, let's watch this battle here between Luke and Armada. Luke's been making gains these past couple laps, and there's only a few laps to go at this point. The laps are winding down, but there's definitely still time for him to take the lead here. It would be a very rough race to win because of that wreck, but oh, look at here. He's going to do it right here, actually. I thought it was going to happen in the downhill, but right here, he's gaining a ton on Armada. But no, Armada's going to have the inside there, and he's going to hold on to that lead. But like I said, it's hard. It's really hard not to get excited at these other corners. But if the pass is going to happen, oh wait, never mind. Armada gets loose here. This could be it. Hairpin maybe. Oh, Armada gets really loose. He hits the tire barrier, and Luke takes the position. Oh, and it looks like Armada lags a little bit too. And it's definitely going to be, again, I thought it was going to happen at the downhill. Actually, genuinely surprised here because I didn't remember this race completely. But Luke takes the lead right there, and he's going to have a solid lead now. Good like 5 to 6 goose lengths right there on Armada. Wow, that's insane. Armada should be able to hold on to the second place from Cookie, though. And it looks like that's Sock behind Cookie in 4th, and then Storm in 5th, and then Decoy in 6th behind Storm. Yup. And then Savage is in 7th. Yeah, he's having a bad day. But wow. Crazy race so far. And let's fast forward a little bit here. I think we're at 2 or 3 laps to go, something like that. I don't know. But this race is pretty much single wide the rest of the way, so I'm gonna fast forward through it. But I mean, for me, this is the most exciting FRL race of the season. The race we did on the second race on New Goose was pretty fun. Magna Tempest was pretty fun. But those races weren't as exciting. There was a race we did on a crappy track that was pretty exciting, but it was only exciting because the track was horrible, but I'm not going to talk about that any further. But yeah, if I had to give a definitive, like, most exciting race of the season, I would probably give it to this one. Because the race was like a battle all the way up until the last couple laps. Where it finally got spread out, and On top of that, I like this track. Just personally, I like this track a lot. Something about the design of it, I think it's really good. But anyways, here we are. I think we're on the white flag right here, and Luke's about to take the win. I think. Let's see if I'm wrong. If I mentally predicted this, that's yeah, by the way he's driving, I'm generally assuming. Yep, that was it. That was the race right there. Luke takes the win. Armada takes second. Whoa! I did not expect that. We have a pretty close finish there between Cookie and Sock for third. Let's review that. So Luke gets first, and as you can see here, Armada's right behind Luke. So that's a definitive 1-2 finish right there for Team HRL. LOLOL. Definitive 1-2 finish for them. But between Cookie and Sock, we have a very close battle for third because Cookie actually gets very, very loose. Actually, that kind of looked reminiscent of the way Luke wrecked, except Cookie was able to hold on to it. He was not as loose, but he's able to hold on to it until he gets way too loose, hits the inside of the tires right there. And, whoa, that is close, man. Wow. Cookie... I believe, like, this imaginary line right here is the finish. And Cookie just... The finish is kind of like... It's very hard because there's no definitive line, but it's, like, kind of lined up with the pole. And... Wow, that is close. But from what I was told, the finish is, like, when you hit, like, the pole. So let's go back and let's watch and see who crosses that first. Because it's like lined up from here who like crosses the pole first. At least that's what I was told. So let's see that because it's very tight. And as you can see, extremely close finish, but Cookie definitively crosses the finish line first, just barely over Sock. Takes that third place podium position. Sock takes fourth, and here we have. Oh, wait a second, is that okay? Never mind. It was Storm. Storm takes fifth. Trolling a little bit. Decoy takes sixth, and Savage takes seventh. There you go. There's your race at Wildwood. Insane race, insane finish. I hope you enjoyed it. Let's move on to the next one.